Well, now I have 98 minutes. I have plenty of time to drop shit. Yay! Here on Monday, December 31st, the last day of 2018, before we head into 2019. So, of course, it is time. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. I had to get my little liddy, for the Goodyear jar. You are here for the Goodyear jar. And if you don't know what that is, it is, you take a jar, and it's something I saw on Facebook like a couple years ago, and I thought, you know what, that'd be a cool little thing for me to do. A cool little video to do, and you leave yourself, you're supposed to do something like once a week or whatever. I did not do that. This jar looks fairly empty. I don't even know if I have as much in here as I did last year, for my last year. Yeah, that's how English works. Toads. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to, you know, just, it's supposed to be, at least, you know, like, try. That was, at least that's what the thing on Facebook said. But here again, there are no rules, just you do you, you know? And you just take some good memories when you remember to, because there are some I would forget. I'd be like, I need to put that in my Goodyear jar, and then I would totally forget. So it's poof, gone. But it's supposed to remind you, like, hey, no matter how, you know, because a lot of people have this tendency, every time I hear people say, like, oh, this year was such a bad year, I'm so ready for this year to be over, you know, to be on to the next year, and blah, 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 blah. Like, I mean, yeah, that's what I said, it's not a new season of American Horror Story. Like, whatever, you know, whatever crap you're dealing with in 2018 is going to follow you to 2019. Like, that's how it works, you know? You're not a totally new character in a totally different, you know, universe or whatever. So, I mean, it's kind of, I just like the idea because, you know, they always say that people have a tendency to be more, like, focus on the negative, you know, and this helps remind you, of moments that you forgot, you know, even though you might have had a lot of shit go down, there was some good in all the bad, you know, and that's what I like about this little project, and why I've done it for 2 years now. This is my second year. I just thought it's kind of a cool little thing to do, you know, and I mean, I remember last year, I wait for this all year long, because last year there was some stuff that I forgot, and even after reading the little paper, I couldn't remember the incident in question. I'm kind of like, well, I guess I enjoyed that because I put it in the jar. So, and you probably notice there's something not in the jar. There's this, because that's what we're going to start with here on Monday, December the 31st. Had a good day out Pokemoning, and then I drew myself a little smiley face with two Pikachu ears, I guess. I don't know. But that was today. I came home, had a little nap, of course. Well, I did my, I got my trash together because it's Monday. And I was like, you know what? It's not, I mean, the weather isn't totally bad. It's kind of warm. It was like 41 degrees today. I mean, I know that sounds cold. It was raining. So, I guess sometimes, you know, they say the Midwesterners or whatever, like, there's always that joke going on about, you know, like, you know, I don't know, you know, the different things of how 50 degrees feels to the different people. Like, somebody in California would feel different than, you know, somebody like from Canada or something. You know, the California is like bundling up in a coat, freezing, and the people up in Canada are having a frickin' barbecue or something, you know. But, so I decided, because I had my little box that I wanted to go out. It's a Meltan box. It's not going to make a whole lot of sense. You have to charge it up, and you only get to use it once a week. And that's kind of like, and you know, it's New Year's, it's Christmas break for one thing. So I knew campus was going to be completely empty, and I like walking around campus when it's completely empty. There was actually a couple of different people there, which was kind of surprising. There was some guy walking through with his 2 kids. I was a little bit, whew, did I have to pee like a motherfucking bitch when I got home, because I kind of had to pee, and of course it was a little bit chilly out there. And I thought, I'm out, I'm here on campus, I'm going to go out for lunch. So I looked up Planet Sub, because that was what was kind of like speaking to me. I'm kind of like, I want to get Planet Sub. And then I looked it up to call them just to see, make sure they were open. Sure as shit, right there said closed. Like, well, damn it, today and tomorrow. So I didn't go there. So I walked around the Union to see if Steak and Shake was open. And I saw lights on in there, but I think they were doing some kind of construction or something. Like, the actual open sign for Steak and Shake was not on. So I'm like, well, Steak and Shake must not be open either. I didn't try again to get in the building. I just walked around, and, the Meltan box, it goes for half an hour. So I was out there for at least half an hour, and then it's kind of like, I was thinking about stopping at the train station on the way back home, but then it's kind of like, I wanted to go around the one, I don't know what dorms those are, but there's a lot of Pokemon that pop up over there, and the multi-purpose building. And I was kind of like, well, by the time I'm over there, like, I'm already kind of half-headed-ish home or whatever, so I'm kind of like, I'm just going to try to make it home. And I did. I didn't pee myself, so I should have maybe wrote that down on a Goodyear jar. But I got the new Legendary, and I got a shiny Santa Hat Pikachu. So, he just went shiny. He just went, and his crotch is shiny, too. So, that's cool. So it wasn't a total waste, but it was nice to get out, It's kind of like, I guess, cabin fever, because it's been too cold. It's going to be cold later in the week. It's going to be colder later in the week. So it's kind of like, I'm not going to want to get out then. And this event, the event that's going on now, it only goes until the 2nd. So there's supposed to be new Pokemon out there, but there is not. Hardly ever. Now the lid of the jar is off. So that was today. I had a good day today. So that's a good way to start my Goodyear jar. Okay, let's see what's on the top. Saturday, November the 17th. Got to meet my YouTube buddy, Goofy Dude, in person. I did. We went to the, if you missed the video, I can link it down below. We went to the art place with the art. Nelson Atkins Museum? Yeah, Nelson Atkins Museum. That's what it was. And we've been kind of in contact a little bit more recently. And he mentions he comes to Kansas City a lot anyway. So it's kind of like, oh, well, I mean, since you're going to, since, it's right here and you don't mind coming over, let's go hang out at the I almost at the mall, at the museum, since that's what we were doing. I've had a couple little adventures with Tiffany and Marilee and Sean and all of them, So I thought, well, we're going to be right here. If you want to come over, and we can hang out, because we talked a long time ago about, he mentioned that he lives nearby, and he was talking about doing, getting together and doing some skits or whatever, getting together, doing some videos, collabs, but it never quite panned out, so, but, I'm cool, collab, anytime, Goofy Dude, we can do it, I'll try to think of the next time we're in the city, and you can come, hang out with us at a museum or something, again, I don't know, maybe something a little different. We'll do some paintball, shoot at each other, maybe. I would not. I'm not a paintballer. I'd cheer. I'd bring the skirt and I'd cheer. I was like, yeah, y'all paintball each other. All right, let's see. Sunday, December the 23rd. Got to see Sarah, and even got 2 hugs and a smiley face. This is my old friend, Mark and Sarah. You may have noticed they haven't been in any of my videos in a long time. They used to be, you know, they were staples of, you know, staples of the video, because, you know, we'd go and we'd have fun times in Jefferson City and whatnot. They are no longer together, and I don't get a chance to see them as much anymore. So, I know he works, I know where he works. I can stalk him, because I'm a creeper. But he needed some time to himself after everything, and I think he just kind of, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speak for him, but I haven't talked to him in a long time, and I am open to any communication, but I think he just kind of needed to maybe to deal with everything, maybe kind of make his own path with, you know, new friends and new, you know, just to kind of, like, everything else was a little bit maybe too painful for him. That's, you know, and I mean, I understand that. That's fine. I understand if you need to, you know, take a break from everything, but I hope it's not forever. But anyway, so, I mean, I know she lives somewhere nearby-ish. But yeah, she just happened to randomly be in there the other night, right before Christmas, I guess it was. It's December 23rd. So we saw each other and we were just like, hey, hey. I got a couple hugs and everything, so I got to catch up with her a little bit, which was nice. Okay. Let's see what this one is. Saturday, August the 25th. Got to meet a super fan today. I got to meet a lot of people. And then it says, "Hi, Robin." This was, I showed the picture, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I showed the picture. At the beginning of Advent Event, I did. I don't think I have. I think it's on Facebook. Because I'm not trying to post a photo. Oh my God. I'm like, what am I doing? I got contacted last year and, you know, said that, from her daughter, and said that, you know, her mom was like a big fan of the Advent event, and, you know, it would, you know, she was asking if I could, like, sign something for her or whatever, you know, so it's just kind of like, okay, cool, I'll act like I'm famous, whatever. I'll act like I'm important. Sure, why not? But it's just kind of one of those things, like, you know, it you know, it brightened her day, so, and I'm all about brightening people's day. You know, making people happy, doing what I can. And where the fuck... It's here somewhere. Ah, there it is. It was at the Comic-Con walk. That's me and a super fan right there. Her daughter makes dreams come true. That's what her daughter said. Because she was too embarrassed to, like, come over and ask, you know. So, but that's what I got to meet Robin. And I've had a chance to chat with her since a few times, you know, because we happen to, you know, see each other in public or whatever and say hey and whatever. So I'm meeting a lot of people this year. I'm seeing a lot of people this year. This one looks like a long one. And I don't know what those are, but they look like boobs. For some reason, did I draw myself boobs? Oh, that's an evil face. Wednesday, July 11th. Okay. James grabbed my flashlight, assuming it was a pen, and proceeded to try to write something with it. I did not warn him, and in fact watched it happen with malicious glee. So that's my evil face that I drew for myself down there. Oh, see, that's what I don't remember this. I don't remember this. And that's what's so great about doing this. It kind of, you know, it kind of reminds you of some of the shit that you forgot in the last year that I'm like, yeah, I did kind of enjoy being an evil bastard for a moment. Yep. Okay, I mean, we've discussed my black soul, where my hole should be. Whoa. Who knows about that? Saturday, May 26th. Found Jolt Cola. I found it finally, and then I gave myself a big old smiley face. That's one of those things that it was a soda in the 90s, and it had like twice the caffeine. So they took it off the market because it wasn't healthy, or who gives a shit, you know? I don't. I continued to buy it, you know. But they kind of like they brought Surge back, they brought Jolt back. You could only find it at Casey's, and I was able to find it at the one Casey's here in town, and it's not great. Now that I've had it again, it's kind of like, it's not as good as I remember. But at least I found it. At least I got to drink some. I've had a couple. I drank a couple. I remember that. But it was just kind of one of those things. It's just kind of like, you know, all the Surge fanatics were like, Surge is back, you know. And then like Jolt Cola came back, and that was kind of my thing. It's kind of like I need for them to bring back the legit s'more cereal. Get on that. Whoever owns the rights to that s'more cereal, get on it. I'ma need it. Alright, oop, that's upside down. Friday, June the 8th. Finally tried Orange Leaf for the first time. Oh, and got to see Brian, but mostly Orange Leaf. Yeah. I put Brian in parentheses down there. That was our dude's day out, because Brian, he moved to Springfield. So actually when it was Sean, Austin, and myself, we went down there to go to Fantastic Caverns. Did I vlog that or no? I don't think I did. I think you missed out on that. It's alright. Alright, maybe that was during the time that I didn't have a computer, maybe? I don't know. So we saw him when we went down there, but he came down here for the weekend or whatever, so we all went out and we had Chinese, and then we went up to GameStop afterwards, and then they wanted to go to Orange Leaf, and I'd never tried it. It's like the yogurt place, the frozen yogurt place. It was actually really good. I'd never had it before, and I haven't had it since, but it was super good. Super good. Tuesday, May 8th. It finally happened. I finally walked into my neighbor's parked car on the way to work. I did. I even gave myself a little smile, like laughy, smiley. He's laughing so hard he's crying. It wasn't Pokemon. It wasn't. Because I think I had noticed that it was raining in Pokemon, so I was actually closing out Pokemon to because they have that new weather, or that what's not new anymore, but the weather thing, and it's not always accurate. But it was like it was raining in Pokemon Go, and so I was actually closing out the Pokemon Go app to open up my the radar to see if I needed to come back to the house real quick and grab an umbrella. And somewhere in the middle of that, my knee hit it first, and then I kind of went blub, 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 like over the hood of the parked car. See, somehow I had forgotten that. I don't know how. How I forgot such an amazing moment from my life. Somehow I did. It's cool. That's why it's in the good year, Dry. That's why it's in the good year. But it wasn't Pokemon. I was not. I was closing out Pokemon. I was Pokemoning to begin with, but then it confused me because it's like, oh, it's raining in Pokemon, but it's not raining here. Should I go back and get an umbrella? And in the midst of trying to figure all that out, sprawled right across that sumbitch. It even like made that sound because like I said, my knee hit it first, and then I guess I had enough forward momentum that I just kind of kept going. So it was just kind of like boop, 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 boop. Beautiful. Monday, June 11th, went to Mar Park for the first time. And you'd have known that if I'd ever got that fucking video put together, huh? Nice place. Smile. We'll go back even if it doesn't have any Pokestops, which is very unfortunate. I gave myself a couple smiley faces there. I do still have that video. I thought about doing that the other day, kind of putting together one of those videos, but then I ended up doing the whatever video it was. Oh, I opened the Disney Funko mini thingies is what I ended up doing instead of putting together the old videos that I know I still need to put together one of these days. So one of these days you will see my visit to Mar Park. It will happen. I promise. This is another laughy one. Saturday, April 21st. Spent too much time in the bathroom in the science building. Motion sensor lights went out and I'm pooping in the dark. I was pooping in the dark. I'm not pooping in the dark right now because the lights are on. So I could still be pooping. You don't know. But it's definitely not in the dark at least. So, yep. I was pooping in the dark. Yeah. That's how I live my life. I'm the life of the party. The pooping party. Okay. Thursday, April 19th. Reconnected with a good friend I had lost contact with. Hopefully we can stay in contact. I believe this might be, because I wasn't sure if I was going to get into details about that. Well, you know, until I blatantly said that I met Sarah, or I saw Sarah at work and got to hang out with her, or got to catch up with her. I believe this was the time that I ran into Mark at his new place of work. I believe that's what that is. I believe that's what that's entailing. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to go into detail, because it's kind of like their personal stuff. But yeah, I did get to see him, and we got to chat. And so, you know, maybe some other day we'll get a chance to chat again. We shall see. Saturday, March 24th. My free birthday pastry at Panera had expired, but the girl gave it to me for 99 cents since I had bought a drink with my meal. So that was pretty cool of her to do. So it wasn't totally free, but it was super motherfucking cheap, and I was gonna buy it no matter what, cause those cherry danishes are de bizarre. Friday the 13th. Ooh. Went to City with Heather and Blaine. Fun time. Even visited FYE for the first time ever. That's a pretty cool little entertainment store that they got there. I draw myself these little smiley faces all the time. So I feel like you have to see the smiley faces when I draw them for myself. Yeah, he has two eyes. I wasn't sure there for a minute because it's kind of like, I guess they're close together, or I couldn't really see it on the screen. But yeah, there they are. There they are. So, yeah, we had a fun time in the city. Just, you know, hanging out. They were going looking for new Star Wars pops, of course. So, I'm going to grab this one next. I don't know what it is. I'm going to grab it. So, yeah, it's always fun, you know, going, hanging out with people in other places, I guess, you know. Wednesday, August the 22nd. Discovered a cool new store called Rise. I'll certainly have to go back. And smiley face. I drew myself a smiley face. That's the one with, did I take you all in there? I know I finally took Mom in there. They have, like, the weird drinks. Like the one that I drank on one of the Oklahoma trips. The pond water or whatever the hell it was called. I can't remember what it was called. They actually, I think they have that exact same one in there, but they have other flavors, other selections of it in there too. They have bulk candy. They have my painting that I got with the moon phases painting. That's where I got that from. So yeah, it's kind of a cool little store. Cool little artsy. Tuesday, April the 17th. After the food truck festival, I got to see Robin! I drew it. That used to be a thing when she worked with us. because those ceilings are very high, and it's all concrete. So when you go, Robin, it echoes quite far. When you sneeze very loudly, it echoes quite far. When you go, it also echoes quite far. I may have tested this a few times. So that used to be a thing that when I would see her, I would go, Robin! But she's not in there too much. I've seen her a couple times, but since she no longer works there with us. But that just happened to be a chance encounter. Oh, shit. Because her daughter was having like a fashion show or something on campus. So they had actually missed the food truck festival. Well, they hadn't went to the food truck festival. The food truck festival was such a success, they ended up staying open pretty late. That some of them did. Some of them stuck around for like later than they were supposed to, because it was just there were so many people wanting to try it. So they may have went to the food truck festival after the fashion show, but I just happened to be walking back, and I seemed to think I had gotten held up for a minute or something because we were trying to figure out if we were going to go Pokemoning or something, or something with Sean. I was waiting for Sean, that's what it was. Because he had gotten in town late, and he wasn't sure if he was still going to come to the food truck festival. So I was waiting around for him to see if, it's like, I can stick around and hang out with you if you want. And so I was waiting around for Sean, and I don't remember if he actually ended up coming or not. I guess he didn't, because I walked away from the food truck festival, and that's when I happened to run into Robin, so that was pretty cool. Oh my god, what did I draw myself on this one? Wednesday, April the 11th. Finally got a shiny Pikachu. You want to see my Pikachu? I swear that's not an inappropriate question. That's my Pikachu. You can tell it's Pikachu because of its lightning tail, and it's saying Pika Pika. That's the only motherfucking way you can tell. But okay. Artistry. Thursday, March 15th. Finally on my yellow paper. Woo! I've had a whole pad's worth of good memories. That's what I said to myself. And I got another smiley face. I gave myself another smiley face. So, yes, I was kind of excited because I'm just like, okay, I've used up all the blue. So now it's on to yellow. So that's why I'm grabbing all the yellow ones first, because I know the blue ones are the older ones. So, though there's been some yellow ones that I didn't remember. March 18th, Sunday, March 18th, went out for a midnight Pokewalk and didn't get sprayed by a skunk. That's a good, that's why I gave myself another smiley face. Did I draw smiley faces on every single fucking one of these? Good lord. There was a skunk. There was a skunk. I remember that. And I didn't get sprayed by it, so good for me. August 25th, Saturday, August 25th. Met a superfan today. Is that the same? What was the other one? Maybe this one's the Robin one. Well, now I'm fucking confused because I gave myself... Did I put the April 25th one twice? What was the other one? Oh my Jesus! I almost lost my jar. It's down here somewhere. Where? Met a superfan today. It's the third one. That one says, Hi, Robin. I did! Look at this. Saturday, August 25th. Saturday, August 25th. It was such a cool thing. I put it in there twice. I'm like, wait a minute. This sounds like super familiar. Saturday, August 25th. Yeah. Met a superfan today. So you got 2 mentions, Robin. Other Robin. Not the Robin I work with. Superfan Robin. I was like, that one threw me for a loop, because I'm kind of like, I only met one superfan that I know of. Because I was like, was I talking about when I met her daughter? I don't know. But no, it turned out to be the same. Now we're on the same page. Okay. Friday, April 6th, got to see Cindy Epbright. She had, I keep wanting to say graduated. She had retired, and she didn't tell us. I kept asking her, because that was during a time when I was like going, I would go eat my lunch outside. I would go over. I would actually go over to Orange Leaf, and I would sit on their tables that they had out there, across the parking lot from us, and eat my lunch outside because it was just so nice. It's just so quiet. It's kind of nice to be outside and escape for a moment. Of course, it's cold now, so I can't do that. But I was asking her, and it's kind of like, when are you going to retire? And because she'd been talking about it, and she was like, oh, I don't know, blah blah blah, So I didn't think it was any time, but if I had known, I would have actually like stayed in the break room and ate my lunch with Cindy because she was retiring and I wasn't going to get to see her anymore. And on her last day, she brought us food because that's how Cindy be. Cindy. But I think that was when I just happened to be walking. Maybe I'd been at Arby's or something because I was walking up the street and she pulled over. She drives a tiny green Jeep. No, not Jeep. Tiny green truck. And there are two in town because I look at that other green truck, that other tiny green truck, and there's a dude driving it. So maybe it's her son or something. Maybe it's the same truck. It's just somebody else is driving it at the time. I don't know. But she actually like stopped on the side of the road and we were just like sitting there chatting on the side of the road. So that was cool. I always appreciate seeing my cool peeps. We've got some more parentheses here. And I'm on the blue paper. I'm done with the yellows. Tuesday, February the 6th, Pokey walked in 20-degree weather. Not smart, but at least there was lunch. Finally got to try orange chicken at the Union. Yum. And of course, a smiley face. I gave myself a smiley face. So, it was pretty good. I like that little Asian place that they've got down on the food court at the Union. I have been back many times since. But yeah, I was just like today, 40-degree weather, and I'm out there Pokemon walking. But the sun popped out a few times. It wasn't raining the whole time, but just some of it. Wednesday, March 14th, walking to work and heard something move. It was a bunny. Immediately heard something else move. It was a leaf. So terrifying. I sort of remember, and then I gave myself a laughy face. I sort of remember that because it's kind of like, oh my god, what was that? And then it was like, oh my god, what was that? It was like there was a rabbit and a leaf, and it just happened to be like right back to back to each other, and it's kind of like, yeah, I'm an idiot. That's fine. Woo! This one looks like there's a lot of writing on here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't do that. Oh my god. Friday, February the 2nd. Caught both an Agron and Kyogre. Found a new store with Mario on the door, retrograde, that I will have to check out. I still haven't. And am ending the day with a pepperoni and bacon Totino's pizza, and those are delicious. Pretty good day. Smiley face. Of course there's a fucking smiley face. Good lord. That's my New Year's resolution. Don't draw smiley faces on every single fucking note you leave yourself. Monday, February the 26th. Had a nice lunch out at Wendy's with Heather, Blaine, and Chance that benefited the local fire department. They were trying to get, there's no smiley face. I don't know why I'm showing you that. I just got so used to showing them to you because they had smiley faces on them. They were trying to get the heart paddly things, I think. I can't think of what they were called now. But it was just, go out to Wendy's. Enjoy a little lunch out with friends, And that's what I'm saying with this jar. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a big, like, oh my god, I won the lottery, or I found a gold nugget, or whatever. Like, sometimes it can just be spending a day out with friends, or a couple hours out with friends. Just enjoying a meal, enjoying, each other's company. Like, there's good stuff if you look for it. Tuesday, February the 27th. Walked by the Easter aisle just in time to see a customer with one of those giant panda heads on do a backward dance. God, I wish I could remember that. I don't. This one, see, has a laughy face on it. Panda do a backwards dance. I do not recall that at all. No clue. I wish I could. That's one of those that I wish I could remember. But I don't. Moving on. It sounds fun, though. Sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time, and I love it. I love it, being in the right place at the right time. This is a long one. I've never heard that before in my life. Thursday, January the 25th. Walking around campus after spin pizza. A guy walks up and says, "My shades are cooler than yours." I replied, "Oh, yeah, you're right." Then kept walking. He called after me to say he was just kidding and apologized. I sort of remember that, though. Like, he approached me and he's like, "Hey, my shades are cooler than yours." I don't know if they were like, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were like playing a prank on people or what. But I don't. Once again, the anti-troll, as you know I can be. I was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. I just agree." Like, whatever. And then, like, I don't know if he thought he upset me or what, but it's kind of like, he called after me to apologize. I'm like, "No, that's fine. You're fine." I do sort of remember that, though, now that I read the little paper. Friday, February the 16th, I shook my titties at an automatic towel dispenser and got towels. My life is forever changed. Oh, this one, it does have boobs. I did draw myself boobs on this one. Yay! I have a smiley face and boobs. My life is not forever changed because I, of course, forgot that and have no longer shaken my titties. I might have to now. Like, every time I want to just go, you know. Get it good. Get you some towels. That's how life be. Why are these so long? Thursday, January the 25th. I terrified poor Angie by overselling a joke. In break room with my back to door, Scott... Something... Oh, Scott tries... Okay, Scott tries to tell me I don't need cake. I yell back, "Shut your mouth!" Which echoes into the hallway behind me. Angie ran into the break room thinking there was a legit fight going on. Sorry. I occasionally cause this problem. There was one time, I can't remember, it was with Brian, the one who moved to Springfield. I probably told this story. I don't think it was last year, so it wasn't in my. I probably wasn't in my good year jar, but I can't. We were having some like fake, like argument. And I can't even remember exactly what it was that we were saying back and forth. But there were these customers that like walked down the end of the aisle. You could see them like walk by really slowly because they were watching who was about to get their ass whooped. And then like all of a sudden I just bust out with like, "I'm sick and tired of you being so pretty," or something like that. And like from 2 or 3 aisles down, you can hear them bust out laughing. So I occasionally cause this problem. Sorry. Oh, goodness. Thursday, February the 15th. Was met this morning with the lovely smell of spring rain as I left work. Well, see, that's good. And a smiley face. Good Lord, stop drawing shit on these. Nobody cares about your fucking smiley face. Oh, I thought it all fell over. So, the smell of rain is just, I love it. I love it. So good. So good. Friday, January the 19th. Merrily might be hungover, but I had myself a nice pokey walk. 50 degrees. I don't remember the exact story behind this. But of course, there's a fucking smiley face on there. I'm not going to lay you down. on the same. I have the pile going over there. Pile driver. So I don't remember the story of Marilee being hungover, but apparently she decided not to go for a Pokemon walk that day, whatever day that was. Excuse me. Monday, January the 15th. Donut and donut holes on the way home from work. Hot chocolate was kind of meh, though. Oh, well, that's too bad. But at least the donut and donut holes were good. I sort of, don't show, nobody cares. There's no smiley face. Don't show it. I know the place. I know the place. The hot chocolate was disappointing. I won't be getting the hot chocolate from there again. What the fuck is this? Friday, January the 12th. Had to make sure the Garvey gun worked. I'm $9. LOL. Smiley face. Because I gave myself a little sticker. A little clearance sticker. So I'm $9 apparently. Okay. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. Let's see. $9 worth of cookies. That's all I need. Thursday, January the 4th. Discovered a new song I really like. Pink, What About Us? That's cool. Got a new song that I like. Oh. This is the last one. The jar is empty. It's been a pretty good year so far. But let's see what the last note holds. Sunday, December 31st, 2017. Wow, that's actually a pretty good one to get. Finally got to open my first Goodyear jar, smiley face. Looking forward to the second. Another smiley face. Well, you know what? That's actually a pretty good... I'm glad I got that one last. Because that's like the perfect bookend for it. That's pretty cool. I'm glad I got that one last. Booyah! Booyah! Bojack Horseman, something like that. So, yeah, another year come and gone. I gotta wait a whole other year to do this again. But yeah, it's reminding myself of little moments, precious little moments that happened that I've forgotten. Sorry, Angie. Shit happens. It's just fun to see, you know, what you forgot, because I forget a lot. Like, those 365 days, they just go by so fast, you know? And it's just kind of nice to have a reminder of the precious little moments of tranquility and beauty and humility. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say. I was trying to come up with something to say, but I can't. Fucked it up. There we go. That works. So yeah, I'm gonna do this again. But unfortunately, I'm doing a whole other year to do it again. But I guess it takes a year to compile. Oh. I'm gonna stop playing. I'm never gonna stop playing. Forget it. But yeah, I just, you know, it's fun. It's enjoyable. And then, like I said, I can remind myself of times that I was a complete doofus. But, you know, it's usually mostly work stories and that kind of thing. I didn't have any customer interactions this year. I did have a couple customer interactions last year. But a couple funny customer stories. Like I wish I could remember the backwards dance with the panda head. That's unfortunate, but I don't know. I feel like I should be doing hippie poetry. Oh! It just shatters. Guess I've never noticed it had a nub before. That's a nub. Who cares? So, that's my good year, and I hope y'all had a good year. Hopefully you did some. I mean, it's fun. I would suggest doing something like this because at the end of the year you can open it up and you can just relive all these moments that you may or may not remember, forgot, and like I said, just remind yourself that there's a little good in the bad, and I mean, hopefully there's more good than bad. I mean, I know sometimes shit happens, and I mean, it's 365 days. Theory of probability says there's going to be some shitty days, and there's going to be some shitty shit that happens, for sure, But just don't forget that there's some good, there's some fun to be had in all of it. Hopefully. I mean, even if you only have like 3 notes to yourself in the jar, at least you can be like, you know what? I had 3 good moments from the last 365 days. I really hope you have a hell of a lot more than that. Like I said, the thing I saw on Facebook said something about put a memory in every week. I didn't put a memory in every week. That was enough. There might be some that I meant to put in here, but they're lost to time forever because I completely forgot because I'm a doofus. We discussed this 5 minutes ago, I believe. I don't know math, but I'm pretty sure somewhere around there. But, so, that's the good year. That's my good year. I'll see you again next year. Hopefully I see you before that. I did get my loot crate in today. I got Loot Stravaganza and I have this for tomorrow. It is a fun surprise. It's the Spark of Life. Okay, well that's cool. It's a New Year surprise popper thingy that I got from Fairy Magazine. It's Fairy Magazine. I don't know what the name of the website is, but it's a little surprise New Year topper or thingy. Popper, not topper, popper. So I am going to do that tomorrow. Now that we've had, the previous year or whatever come and gone, then that's going to bring us into the new year for our little surprises to see what comes out of the little popper topper, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. So that will be happening tomorrow sometime. I don't know when. I probably won't be going out for a Pokemon walk because it's supposed to be a hell of a lot colder tomorrow. And no thank ya. Though I guess I did go out in 20-degree weather, apparently, at some point last year. Or this last year. It's not last year yet. We've got a few hours to go. It's almost 5:30. So I should probably shut the fuck up, and because this is probably going to be need to process and get around. That was so close to being a sentence. Next time, gadget. This probably is going to be need to processed in Corel. Because, I guess it depends on which I think it's the SD card that does it. I don't think it's the camera. I think it's the SD card. It's like, oh, you've blabbed on for too fucking long. Here, have 2 fucking, or 3. I don't think I've ever blabbed on long enough for it to have 3. But somebody is really enjoying their toy back there. I can't tell. But anyway, that's my good year. I hope you had a good year, and I hope next year is also a good year. And maybe you get to ride in the Goodyear blimp. I don't know. I never have. It'd be cool, I guess. That'd be pretty sweet. But not yet. Not yet. But I did see the Ostermeyer Wienermobile once. It was here in town. Parked at a hotel. So it wasn't even at the show. I saw it at the hotel. So that makes me feel special. Surprise wieners. Oh, yes. But anyway, all the good years and all the good stuff. And I will either see you tomorrow, maybe, for the Goodyear topper, pooper, popper. I will just see you for what I see you.